What's good, everybody? What's good? It's your boy, Hollywood Sports. Guys, I want to give you my thoughts, man, on this deep dive gameplay video, man, that we saw today. I know a lot of you guys saw it, but Hollywood wants to give you his thoughts. First of all, I would say, guys, you know, if you notice, man, on the thumbnail for the deep dive, you see the Washington Redskins, baby, featured on the deep dive thumbnail. It's because the Washington Redskins are going to be the greatest team ever. Nah, just joking around, It's because of Clinton Oldenburg, man. Clinton Oldenburg loves the Redskins, and he's always got the Redskins in all kind of clips on the trailer. If you'll notice, every year the Redskins are in something featuring the new game coming out. So that's why, guys, and I'm excited. Hell to the Redskins, baby. But yeah, let's get into the video, man. Let's get into the video. You know, guys, we should be excited, okay? Not because of the game coming out and what they're showing us. No, we should be excited because this is the second year in a row EA has been focused on gameplay. Okay, this is what I'm excited about. Not necessarily what they're showing us. I'm excited because the focus, the direction, where they're trying to put the game at. It's gameplay. 2 years in a row. Okay, now the gameplay might be a little messed up, might not be balanced, might be overpowered. In a lot of situations that we saw in Madden 20, maybe it'll get better in this year's game, Madden 21. But I tell you, I like the focus on gameplay. You know, Rex talked about it for years. He wants you guys to focus on the gameplay. He wanted EA to focus on the gameplay. Let him focus on the gameplay. But guess what, guys? They've been focusing on the gameplay. They've been focusing on the gameplay. All the features are based on gameplay. Okay, so I'm excited, man. Those are my thoughts. I like it because where the focus is going. It might not be right, but I like the focus. I like what they're attempting to do to satisfy people in the community. Okay, now, also, guys, I learned over probably the last 3 years. I would say 3 years, but really 2 years. These last 2 years, that you can't get too excited about the upcoming Madden, and you can't get too down about the upcoming Madden, because what we're seeing right now, guys, they have to showcase the features in the game. Okay, so just imagine if you're trying to showcase the features in the game. Let's say you're making a game, you want to showcase all the new features they're talking about, right? How are you going to do that with real gameplay? That's going to be hard. Somebody has to be playing the game and try to catch the right moments to feature what they're trying to say, or give us evidence of good gameplay features, right? So basically, guys, what they're doing in this deep dive video and the trailers, they have to put it together. If you really think about it, they could have two people playing it and say, okay, that's the moment we want to get right there, grab that one. Or that's the moment that shows up with this feature. That would take forever, guys. So what they're doing, they have somebody, they're showcasing, you know, missed tackles, spin moves, you know, Russell Wilson, how people are missing tackles. Even though it doesn't look right, somehow they have to feature it going on. You know, when quarterbacks dive over somebody or jump over somebody or anything they're featuring in the video, guys, they have to put it together. They just want to show you how it's done in the game. It's not necessarily going to make sense, in my opinion. I think they just have to put it together, the clips, because trying to play a real game and showing us real-time gameplay is really hard to do when you're trying to showcase your features. So what they do, guys, they put clips together showcasing what they're trying to do. You know, special moves or spin moves, or, you know, when they're talking about the pass rushes improved. That's what I'm saying, guys. We can't judge what we see. There's no way. There is no way we're going to get actual, factual gameplay. They try to give us gameplay in this clip today, and I really appreciate it. At least they're giving us something. But when you say, oh man, look at that player, Look what he done. That doesn't even make sense. Man, look, he just got juked out. Now that didn't look real. It's because they're trying to bring it to you, but their main focus in this video is to just show you the features that they're talking about. You know, the spin moves by Lamar Jackson or whoever. They're just trying to showcase the features, guys. That's why I've learned you can't be too high or too low on this game that's coming out. We are only gonna be able to complain. You know, people are gonna complain what they see in this trailer, in this deep dive. You can't complain because it's put together. It's not real, factual, actual gameplay. Now, once we get our hands on a game and we start doing our breakdowns, guess what, baby? Then it's on. It's on. But right now, guys, they're really just sharing information, and so that's how I'm looking at it, guys. You know, the gameplay looks better, it looks good. I like the tackling and all that, but really, this game cannot be judged on whether you're gonna buy this game or not buy this game by looking at this deep dive today. Okay, that's what I've looked. My thoughts, guys. I'm just giving you my thoughts. Okay. Now, because they put that sucker together, man. In the deep dive, they showcase the features, man, by showing each new feature. He'll, you know, the narrator will say, okay, stick skill control. They want to give you control. Okay, that's the only thing they're trying to showcase in this video. All right. Now, the narrator in a deep dive talked a lot about being authentic moments. Okay, so they've been listening to our videos, guys. They know what we want. They know what we want. It's just whether they have the priority to give it to us. But now in the last 2 years, it seems like they're trying to finally give us what we want. And maybe the suits had priorities over gameplay. Okay, obviously they had priorities, but maybe now they're to the point, okay, they say we got it, the suits got everything they want to do, so now they're saying, okay, now let's focus on gameplay, because it wasn't the first priority, it was the last priority, but the last 2 years they've been focusing on gameplay. So I love it when they're talking about authentic. They mention that word authenticity. I can't really pronounce it, but authentic. They mention that word a lot of times in this deep dive again. But you can't get excited about that. I can't get excited about that. But I like what they're saying. I like what they're trying to get across. You know, I like the direction. Okay, I like the direction. That's what I'm excited about. Is the direction of trying to improve the gameplay. Okay, now I like the gameplay features, guys. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now, I hope it comes to a point, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. New defensive line mechanics. Love it. Love it. Love it. And I hope it involves the trenches. I'm down on it. I don't think that's a part of it, but I think they would have showcased that about the trenches maybe. But I think, you know, I hope it involves improving the trenches also. I hope that's in addition to the new defensive line mechanics. Okay, the next thing they talked about is new pass rush system. Again, in a pass rush system, you have to go between the offensive line and the defensive line. Hopefully those interactions within that pass rush system or that new defensive line mechanics are involved in improving the trenches, guys. Because if not, we're going to deal with those same trenches we had in Madden 20 that was garbage. Again, we won't know until we get our hands on the final product. So you can't get too high about what we saw today, and you can't get too low about what we saw today. Now you can make predictions, you know, because Madden's track record is a letdown. Next year, letdown. Next year, letdown. So I understand that, guys. I'm not naive. I understand what you're saying, but don't set yourself up either way to be excited or disappointed. Just wait. Just be patient. Grab the information they're giving us, and just wait till we get our hands on a final product, and then it's on. And then we can talk like we want to talk. Okay, good or bad. All right. Now, they also talked about better open field tackling, guys. Better open field tackling. Now, the tackling looks great in the video. Looks good. I wouldn't say great, but it looks like an improvement. But again, we don't know. Like I said, this stuff is put together, guys. You gotta include marketing into your product. Marketing is the big part of your product. Marketing sells the game. I'm not trying to say they're trying to mislead us in any way, but you cannot make a judgment for what marketing is trying to do. And if you own a company, you want a good marketing department, right? If I own a company, I would want a good marketing department. The bottom line is EA has to back it up. Marketing can't just talk a good game, but they have to walk the walk also, okay? That's all I'm saying. So we can't really make a judgment until we get that controller in our hands, man, whether it be a demo, an open beta, a closed beta, whatever, right? All right, so I like the fact that they're focusing on the gameplay, better open field tackling, because we know the tackling was trash in Madden 20, basically. In a lot of situations, the tackling was trash. Now, they talked about well-timed breakdown tackles. Again, they talking about gameplay. I like that. I like that. Whether it's good or bad, at least they're talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now, well-timed breakdown tackles. Okay, another feature they're talking about to improve the tackling. Now, let's hope to get to the breakdown and well-timed, they got to have good pursuit angles. They didn't specifically say pursuit angles, but let's hope that includes good pursuit angles, because if you have bad pursuit angles, having a well-timed breakdown tackle is not going to matter. See, that might be a disappointment how they put the game together. Again, we will determine or know what that really means when they talk about improved tackling, because if the pursuit angles are garbage, the tackling is going to be garbage. Those fake outs are going to be garbage. Those user controlled moves are going to be garbage, right? The gameplay is not going to be meshed. It's not going to be fluid. There's going to be a lot of stuff that don't make sense. Bad timing if those pursuit angles aren't there. So let's hope they're there. Okay, again, that's why I say, guys, when we're watching this, a lot of people say, it's good to break this stuff down and have conversation, but you can't make a decision on anything on what looks bad or what looks good, because this is all stitched together. This is all stitched together. Okay, now, so yeah, hopefully that improved the pursuit angles. They also talked about, which I'm very excited about, is contextual moments. Contextual, guys. That's contextual. It's like having a needle and thread. When you put different situations together, the spin move, how the momentum hit on the tackler, what affects the quarterback's arm, what affects the fumble, all those contextual things in the gameplay. When they mention that word contextual, now let's hope it's not just a word game. Let's hope it's not just a word game, because contextual is all about the gameplay, baby. Contextual is all about the gameplay. Okay, they mention it when quarterbacks are throwing the ball, contextual situations, how they feel the pressure, or something hits their arm and affects the throw. Because in Madden 20, man, you could do all kind of things to the quarterback, especially Lamar Jackson, or your boy for the Kansas City Chiefs, right? They can throw all kind of passes. You can give them, you got them in a tackling animation and they still get the pass off. Patrick Mahomes, they still would get the pass off. But now, if they talk about contextual, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they got a strong arm. They might have dead eye or whatever these X factors they may have. But if the contextual is real and they're in the grasp of being sacked, it will affect the throw. In Madden 20, they were still throwing 80-yard bombs while they were being sacked, okay? And falling backwards and throwing 80-yard bombs. So hopefully those contextual moments will work at Madden NFL 21. All right, guys. The next thing they talked about is ball carrier skill stick with smoother and more responsive control, because that's going to be all about animation transitions. Because if we can't break out of one animation as we make a move, we break out of this animation, we make another move, we make a jump. If we have that control, we have to be able to break out of those animation transitions. We've all seen in Madden, those animations sometimes are, especially on a pass rush move, and when they used to have had the quarterback contains, they're still containing instead of going after the quarterback the whole time. So they can't break out of those animations. So hopefully, when they talk about responsive control, smoother responsive control, man, hopefully the contextual and all that stuff, the breakout of animations will work. If we can't break out of animations, we ain't gonna have no control. If they got 2-minute animations, we ain't gonna have no control. Especially playing a corner or a safety position and you trying to do something, but that 2-minute animation sucks you in and you can't swat the ball or you can't do what you want to do, but then there's a dice roll, we ain't gonna have control. So are they talking about just the pass rush or the still controls, or controls all throughout the game? Again, we don't know until we get our hands on the game, guys. Okay, now another thing I like, when you talk about control, I love the user celebrations. I know a lot of people don't look at that, guys, but you know what? I want everything in the game. Everything we see on Sunday, I want in the game. Okay? Hopefully, I don't have to do my user celebrations. Maybe my CPU counterparts, like, you know, when Kerrigan goes in and get a sack, he'll do the celebration. Okay? But I love the fact, because I love celebrations in this game, man. If it's in the game, it's in the game. If it's in real life, I want it in the game. I don't care how small it is. I'm excited about user celebrations. A lot of people might say, oh man, I don't care about no user celebrations. Hey man, they do celebrations in real life. I want to see it in the game. You know what I'm saying? And if I got control to celebrate after I get a nice sack, when I'm got my user control on the D-line, because y'all know I like playing D-line, right? Because I'm not that great of a user, but I'm going to practice my D-line, and I go in and get a sack. Guess what? I am going to do my user celebration, baby. Y'all know what I'm saying? I'm talking about immersion, man. I'm talking about immersion. Okay? Now, they also talked about play avoidance system. Play avoidance system. Man, that's a big one. I complain about that almost on every breakdown. Every breakdown. I might not bring attention to it, but we're talking about player avoidance system. So players are aware of where they're at. They're not bumping into each other and running into each other. And the gameplay looks all garbagey. Hopefully that clears up the gameplay. Where the gameplay looks balanced. You know, we talk about 2K8, All Pro 2K8, how the gameplay just looks cleaner, looks balanced, because they had a player avoidance system in that game. So when they talk about player avoidance, guys, this is stuff I'm not excited about. I'm not excited about this deep dive and trailer. I am a little bit, because you know I'm excited about Madden 21 coming up, because I love football, and hopefully the game is a lot better. But I tell you what, man, this player avoidance system, ooh-wee, that's a big one. To me, that's a big one. That is a big one that'll affect gameplay. That will affect gameplay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, now, if all this feature stuff and all this stuff that they're bringing to Madden 21, let me tell y'all something. If it puts a skill gap in the game, if it creates a skill gap in the game, when you're talking about user against user, skill gaps going online, head to head, even y'all Ultimate Team guys, when y'all have those professional tournaments, we're talking about skill gap, right? Skill gap. Will this stuff bring a skill gap to Madden? Will it? Will it? Are they eliminating the dice roll? Now, I'm not saying they're doing everything. I'm just bringing up possibilities, guys. If they do this thing right, the game is going to be awesome. Okay? If they do this thing wrong, the game is going to be bad. Even though they got good features and focusing on the gameplay, if they don't do it right, it's going to affect gameplay. If they do it right, it will affect gameplay. Okay, guys? So that's pretty much my thoughts, guys. Hopefully all of this stuff creates a skill gap when we're talking about all of this user control. And so, guys, I think on the 25th, Thursday of this week, Clinton Oldenburg is going to talk about the same things that this video talked about, except he may go into detail, and hopefully he'll be able to answer a few questions, because you know we're going to have a lot of questions on this deep dive. He's going to be doing a live stream, so hopefully he'll take a few questions on the live stream and answer them, or maybe he's got some pre-prepared questions that people gave him to answer on the deep dive. I don't know, guys, but I hope there's more explanations about what we're seeing and what he explains on the 25th. All right, guys, I hope this wasn't too long, but I just wanted to give you my thoughts. I don't really want to break anything down. I just want to give you my thoughts because it's okay to break it down. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but it's all speculation when we break it down, guys, because they just put all this stuff together to accentuate or bring attention to the new features. All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Sports. I appreciate you watching this video. Thanks for watching.